call a meeting to order. Could I have roll call, please?
Grant.
Here.
Denkert.
Here.
Hutton. Dretzky.
Here.
Thies.
Here.
Boscoe-John.
Here.
Split.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Is there a motion to approve tonight's agenda?
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
Seconded.
Any discussion? All those in favor of approval say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's approved. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from April 16th meeting?
I'll make a motion to approve the meeting minutes from April 16th.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor of approving the minutes say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Those are approved. Our first action item is a CSM for Crystal Brooks Farm at N9140 County Road E. This is an extraterritorial review. Is this your?
That is mine, yes. Yes.
And just a subdivision or changing lot lines?
It is it's just a separation of part of land which is by the town. It's going to be a one-lot certified survey map that has taken out approximately, I think it's like 37 or 38 acres of land. And the sole purpose of the certified survey map was to basically include all the buildings presently. There are 3 owners to the property, of which the one that's actually doing the majority of the work in the area wanted to separate that parcel of land. And that's what we're doing.
So it'll be a separate parcel now?
Correct, yes.
Any issues from legal or administration?
No, obviously it meets the town requirements.
All the comments that the county have, I have addressed.
Okay. Which were,
Yeah.
what comments did they have?
Oh, it's some, with regard to, they had a couple of statements that they wanted to place on there. Some
Restrictions.
restrictions, yes. There was one item that, there was a transposed number, I think that was on there.
Okay.
There's very little.
Nothing else?
No.
Any motions or discussions?
I'll make a motion to approve I gotta flip it back over, certified survey map, Crystal Brook Farm, and 9140 County Road E.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the CSM for Crystal Brooks Farm, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. Thank you.
Let me ask just one question. Normally, I would have a signing sheet here for you and the administrator to sign, and it was left out of the folder. So are you either in like tomorrow, Friday, that I can?
Yeah, you can drop it off and,
Okay.
I'll be at my shop, so.
yeah, we can make arrangements.
No, I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
of
All right,
course.
thank you, everybody.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thank
it.
No problem.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, next up is a CSM for RJW Acres LLC at N9002 County Road FF. Again, extraterritorial. This one appears to be a more straightforward division. Any issues from legal or administration on this?
So this one came to us through the county. It's on the county of FF, or on the corner of FF and South Coral Road, in close proximity to the Superfund site. So I did ask them what the intention was of this subdivision, because we don't necessarily want to be allowing houses or development in that area due to contamination concerns. You can see it's creating lot 1, which essentially pushes more of lot 2 into lot 1. The new lines are kind of the 2 black dots, or 3 black dots there, kind of going in the middle of the lot. And the intention is essentially to create lot 1 as farmland preservation. It's farmland, right? They're just putting more of the farmland into that lot and the house on the corner there, which if you've driven past it, there's been a lot of wood cut down, trees cut down, and that would be just that house there. So There's no intention to develop the property.
So there's an existing house.
There's an existing house on Lot 2 that's just shrinking, and the Lot 1 is growing for more farmland. I believe it is used that way to begin with. It's just defining that line, and there's, again, no intentions to develop on the site, which was my
Important.
main concern, just based on proximity to a Superfund site.
I just have a question. There's a building that would then be on the lot 1. That's no problem for the rural zoning or agricultural zoning.
No, there's, the county, the township have all reviewed this, they've filed all the required, paperwork and responses back. So no, there's no concern with them having a building. I don't know what the building is, it could be a barn, right, or something.
Right, that makes
I'm
sense.
assuming it's something like that, but it's certainly not a house.
Any motions or further discussion?
I will move to approve the CSM for RJW Acres at N9002 County Road FF.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of approving the CSM for RJW Acres, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. The time is now 7:07. I will open the public hearing on the amendments to section 20.43.070, Historic Preservation Commission of the Municipal Zoning Code. This would make the change from the current description in your packet to the proposed. John, do you want to give a summary of this one?
I can. The main reason we did that for historic preservation is, one, we have a hard time getting citizen residents, or residents of Ripon on the commission. And there are a number of out-of-town, people that own buildings downtown in the 100, 200, 300 block of Watson Street. And then allowing them to be on the commission would help out. And I think they should have a voice anyways. They are owners of buildings.
And they're affected more by the policies than someone living across town.
Correct, yeah. And then Adam did all the legal, Adam and Lud, I believe, did all the legal changes, unless Lud didn't do anything. Oh, no, Adam explained it.
They're on you, Lud. They're on you.
That's terrible.
No, we did have it, I drafted it, Lud did review it. We did present it to the Historic Preservation Commission at their June meeting. We made the required post. It is a zoning code, so there is a requirement that there be a public hearing held. I will just, in the public hearing, summarize the changes. The current language, as you can see, has 7 members, and then they must be residents of the city. That moves to just 7 members, and they shall be residents of the city or property owners within a historic preservation district. A historic preservation district is earlier defined in the code to be essentially a city of Ripon designated district. 1 member shall be from the Plan Commission, and then we did remove that there will be another member anytime there is another historic district created. So currently, the membership would be 8 individuals, and it was just discussed at Historic Preservation and just a recommendation to keep it to 7. And generally speaking, we have 1 designated district as the Watson Street downtown historic Watson Street district. The likelihood of having another district come about could be rather difficult, but generally speaking, we don't want to have a tie ever on some of these things, and just getting it to 7 members who, 1 Plan Commission member, people that have practical knowledge in preservation or represented it in the district is important. We then cleaned up just a little bit of other language to update it, to remove like clerk treasurer, things like that. And then just a couple other more clerical changes. Other than that, I will say that in the past we have had members on that were not residents, that were, that owned, property in the downtown or weren't even owners of properties in the downtown. So I think this is probably long overdue, and that's the summary that I have for it.
Thank you. As there is no one from the public to speak, I will close the public hearing at 7:11 and entertain discussion. Next question, members.
I'll give one item if I may. I'm wondering if we, because I like the idea, because I think it makes sense, but I wonder if we should have like potentially just like kind of like a safeguard cap on it in case it gets completely all. I mean, I don't think that'll be the case. Like, we'll be like all 7 members will be just non-resident property owners. But I wonder if it's worth, considering like, no more than 3 can be non-resident property owners. Just one thought. I don't imagine that'll be the case. That you'll have no residents actually on the Preservation Commission, but maybe something worth considering.
I wonder if that case though wouldn't just be taken care of by the appointment by the mayor and then approving by the common council, if that was brought up as a concern, saying.
I think you could use like that discretion as potentially.
We would say, oh, we're at, a place where we feel like there's maybe over-representation of one populace.
And the plan commission member will always be a resident of the city, so there will at least be one.
At least be one. At least be one.
That's right.
Yeah, I think you make a good point. I do think that Mark's thought is the safeguard.
Yeah.
It's the mayor appointment. So if it gets too heavy with people who do not have any stake in the city of Ripon other than property ownership, which is a significant stake, the mayor can control whether it gets
The council has to
approve.
approve.
Right.
Yeah.
With the council approval. Yeah. So I think you're okay without making that modification.
And I believe we need a motion to advance this to city council for approval?
Yes.
Correct.
I'll make the motion to advance the amendments to section 2043-070 Historic Preservation Commission to common council.
Second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of advancing the amendments of section 20.43070 to city council for approval, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That is approved. Any project updates or staff reports?
Not entirely. Unless anybody has any questions. I don't really want to,
Okay.
I don't have anything written down.
Now, future agenda items. Anything?
I don't have anything on the docket quite yet for July, so usually things pop up though. So
Okay. Would anyone
I'll
like
let
to
you
make
know.
a motion to adjourn?
I'll motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor of adjournment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We are adjourned at 7:14.